Hey everyone, I thought I'd do a video because heard something on the radio coming into work, and it's kind of frustrated because they're talking about our state's legislative session and how they got another $50 million to fight teen smoking or whatever. And I was thinking, all the money poured into that and doesn't stop anything. The kids still keep smoking. Everybody in high school is pretty much just doing what they do, like they have been doing for, the last 60 years. All you're talking about is like a couple percentage points up and down. So, thinking, if I were to try and present a compelling campaign to kids not to smoke, how would I do it? And so I ran to Google and found one of those, if you smoke, this is how much it costs you calculator, and found that I think they said it was like $1,300 a year if you smoke about a pack a day or whatever. And you add up $1,300 times about 40 years, you're about 50-some thousand dollars. And then you take into account, all the different medical things, complications due to smoking, being sick more or whatever. Also take into account higher premiums for insurance and all the other things. So you add all that up, and you're probably at over 40 years, you're at a couple $100,000. And if I were to present my anti-smoking case, I would go into a school with hopefully money loaned from a bank or something for show and tell. I'd go in there with $200,000 of small denominational bills, and I'd set it down in front of the class, and I'd be like, would you rather have this, or would you rather have your pack of cigarettes? And go, what could you buy with this? And get them excited. Be like, wow, that's a ton of cash. They're going to be excited anyways. So be like, oh, Ferrari, a house, whatever. You could just get them all jazzed up and just drill into their head that smoking is equivalent to all that cash. We don't understand in our finite minds the health consequences 40 years down the road when we're trying to visualize it. We don't picture us struggling to walk upstairs or whatever the side effects are. But you can picture a stack of 400 grand sitting in front of your face and what that could potentially get you. Maybe you'd have to have an armed security guard or something with you. I don't know the details of how you'd get it done, but I think, what you got to do is convince them that there is a consequence, but you have to bring it to something we can all relate to at that very instant. So, if I were to do an anti-teen smoking campaign, and instead of asking for $50 million from the state to throw up a bunch of billboards or more pictures or more reading material or whatever, I would just, get a temporary loan out on a few $100,000, go to each class and be like, hey, what do you think? Anyways, just my thoughts for the day, and until next time.